What's up, y'all? It's Colin. Today I just want to make a video talking about this thought I've been having recently, and just my experience this last year making music and sort of what I've learned a little bit. But something I really want to talk about is my experience making an entire album and not releasing it, and just not doing anything with it. And at first I kind of viewed that as a bad thing, but when I go back and think about it, it really was a really good thing that happened. So I had this album called Reasons that I still think is really good, but it's just so incomplete and rough because it was when I was first learning how to make music. Um, and at first I thought it was such a bad thing. I had wasted all this time making all these songs and I'm not gonna do anything with them, you know? But I realize now that me being motivated to make a project in an entire album, Reasons, with a whole story, I learned so much in doing that. I learned so much about what I enjoy, what path I want to go creatively, and what techniques I need to use to make my song sound better. And it was just crazy going on to the next project. It's like it flipped in my brain, how I make music and the way I was thinking about it and using the techniques that I had learned since, the last project. And it was just crazy how much clarity I had. And so I went on to the next project and I wanted to do something smaller, which is an EP. And it turned out so much clearer and it happened so much more quick. And the songs sounded so much more complete, I guess. And it's just crazy because these are all new. They were all new songs, and I had completely stepped away from all the other songs I made. And just the clarity and the step up, I guess, that I experienced was huge. I feel like my songs got so much better when I stepped away from my project, took a break, and then started something new after learning all of that stuff. And I guess I'm not really saying, you should make an entire album and throw it away, but I think you should hop in the sandbox of music production and try to, with no experience, try to come up with an idea, a story, a piece of art, an album that inspires you, an idea that you think would be really cool, and just try to make the entire thing, every step of it. And once you do that, once you've created that project, look at it, see what you've learned, every step, every song that you made. You make 12 songs for an album over a month. You look back and you can see the progress probably in the songs that you made, step by step, each song after the other song. You'll probably be able to see your progress. And if you step away from that project, give yourself some time, be like, dang, I've been doing all this music production, I need a break. And then start another project, whole new idea, whole new everything. Maybe even make it a simpler amount. Shrink it down, condense the idea, use the skills that you learned, and it'll feel like you're flipping the table, like you're completely starting over, but everything is going right. You'll still run into problems, obviously, and things won't go well because you're still learning, but the amount of progress you'll realize you made is crazy. It's just crazy. But I guess because that's what I experienced, I wanted to make a video about it, just saying yo, try to make an album, try to make an entire album, and it's gonna be super rough probably if you never made music, but if you make that whole thing, listen to it and see where you're at and see the progress, and then you start another one after learning all that stuff, it'll be crazy. And you'll feel like you're starting from the beginning when you're making the second project because it's new, it's refreshing. And you're taking everything that you learned about what you like from the first project and really honing in on the second one, and it'll be crazy. But I don't know, I think this is an interesting idea because it takes a lot of work and it may sound like a waste of time, but from my experience, it really wasn't a waste of time. I learned so much in that first project and it made the second one so much easier. And I never released the first project, but it helped me so much to develop the EP I made after. And so maybe that's the route you need to go. Maybe you need to try crafting a piece of art, not just randomly spamming, like making random songs and beats and stuff, but trying to create a project, a piece of artwork that is you or something that you care about, you know? And seeing where it goes and what happens. And treat it like a professional project. Treat it like your like beach house or something. Like, this is important, and see what happens, what you make. And then start over. That's what I say. I say start over. Start making something new. Start an entire new idea after you've learned all of those things in the first project. And hey, maybe you'll release your first project. Maybe it'll turn out better than mine did, because I don't want to release that, honestly. But if you do that, I feel like you would see so much progress, and it would be so much, I feel like, easier on you to have like a new slate instead of trying to fix these old songs. Like, just having like create all these songs, but start over and making more with a whole new concept. And it'll feel like a new slate. You won't feel like you're trying to fix anything. You'll feel like you're creating new stuff in the moment. But I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about today. I just think making music and getting better at it just takes making a bunch of trash, bro. Like, it really just takes making a bunch of trash. And that trash really isn't trash, but you may view it as trash. I think putting these sort of like chapters of your progression into like an album or a group can be really helpful to making you feel like you're starting off fresh. And that really helps me, because if I feel like I'm continuously working on the same thing and I'm never stopping and letting it go, it just begins to suck. But if I start over and have a new slate with everything I learned, things just happen so much better. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's something to consider doing. Wish you the best with y'all's music, to anybody watching, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.